What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to episode 15 of my Path to Power. We're picking up where we left off. We're grabbing some fitness cards that are now going for a little bit cheaper. I gave you guys the bronze pack coin tip yesterday. I'm assuming many of you took advantage of it, and it's because now there was a high supply of fitness cards out on the market. You're now then able to pick them up for a lot cheaper, and that was cool with me, so I went ahead and did that. Got my team back looking sharp, looking good, ready to win the tournament, win some games, but I couldn't find a match in this tournament for what seemed like 30 minutes, a full half hour trying to search, and I finally gave up and said, you know what? I hear good things about the online seasons mode. I hear you can win a good bit of coins. So that's something that I'm going to have to go check out. So I skipped out on the tournament for right now. We said online season, let's do it. We're in the lowest division right now. This is after I've got the full version of the games now in my hand. Picked it up from GameStop yesterday. Or last night, somewhere around midnight. Ended up playing clubs for a large portion of the night. Yet again, it does seem to be how clubs happen. But we come up against Terps FC. He's got a 5-3-2, not a very strong side. So I was hoping for the best. And we get things started a little bit cocky, a little bit overzealous maybe off the kickoff there. I generally like to feel out my opponents a little bit more. See if they're going to be able to defend skill moves right there. He didn't really bite on that. So I kind of figured I might have the chance to do a few skills here or there. But a nice worked move ends up in Faguli on his left foot, his weaker left foot. He's right-footed. He's got 3-star weak foot though, which makes him okay with his left foot. Essentially, he scored a few left-footed goals for me. Actually, cutting in from that right side. Is he the best right mid in La Liga? No, absolutely not. But he does the job, and he isn't terrible to play with. He does have enough pace, and he's pretty strong on the ball. I wouldn't recommend him as one of the most incredible players I've played with. On the other hand, Munayin, he is unbelievable. It gets him a little bit with a complete dribbling rainbow flick. He tries to clear it off of a header. Ends up being practically a give and go. 1-2 pass to Munayin. And he finesses it nicely top corner. Finesse shots have been toned down a little bit, but they are still extremely strong and extremely powerful. And something, well, not extremely strong and powerful, but they are still pretty good. The shot that seems to be the strongest so far is essentially a driven shot that you keep low, below the keeper's waist. Those seem to do the best. Wonderful work here from Higuain, and he puts it away nicely. A little bit of a skill sequence, not too much. The XA to stop the player right there is fantastic. I use it all the time, and I was having, a little bit of a think about why I find defending to be a good bit difficult, or more difficult in FIFA 13, and this is while I was playing a good bit of clubs, and so you're using the generated players, and the only players that are better are your virtual pros. And I think the main reason that it feels so much more difficult is the ease at which your players can change pace, and that's very realistic to me in some senses. But that ease at changing pace is something that is exaggerated a little bit more in Ultimate Team because of chemistry and morale and things of that nature. So I don't really, as I'm starting to adapt to it and figure it out, I'm getting better and better defensively, which is excellent. It's something that's making me a little bit happier, because after that 5-2-1-2 game, I don't know, I was feeling a little bit nervous about it. But we've put in some good performances since then, and so I'm starting to get my confidence back, get a little bit of swagger back, of the FIFA 13 swagger, if there is indeed such a thing. I guess we're working on getting it. 9-0-4. We head back over into the tournament to see if we can find a match, and we eventually, for what again seemed to be like 10 minutes, we do find a match, and this guy's team name is Inter Milan, and oh my gosh, I saw this team and I said, what kind of team is that? This is jokes. You cannot have that team already. We're going to have to play a pretty much flawless game, but the 4-3-1-2 it doesn't seem to be as strong as it used to be in past FIFAs, which is excellent for me, because that was the anti-Japes formation, and this was just a wonderfully worked passing move. And to break this guy down, it had to be a strong passing move. Higuain ends up with an open net, and that's a well-deserved open net on that passing sequence. Yeah, you can say, sure, it's a cutback. That goal deserves, or that passing sequence deserves a goal in my most humble opinion, of course. And it's one of those things like, hey, if these are competitive matches, these are tough matches in the tournaments, everybody in the beginning is really trying to win. Obviously, there are going to be a few people going for skills and stuff, but I have yet to come up against them. I've only come up against people trying to get the coins, improve their team, and this is just another wonderful little passing sequence. Ends up with Faguli making a nice little run onto his weaker left foot again, and it's a low-driven shot, and it finds the back of the net in the 51st minute. He says that's enough. It's time for him to make some substitutions, and he does, or they end up coming on just after we get a nice look at Kevin Prince Boateng chilling, hanging out. He's got the tats on the neck and everything. He's looking pretty realistic, but he brings his players on, and I was shocked. I was like, how on earth do you have these players already? This could get a little bit crazy, but that's actually how the match is going to end at 2-0, full time there, and we've got another 2 wins under our belt, moving on to the finals of this tournament. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this episode, a thumbs up or like is always greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.